Greetings and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking about my hair journey up until this point. I made another video like this in 2018 before I had cut my hair to donate it to children with hair loss. So I will talk about my hair journey from beyond that point. So in December 2018, I had cut my hair to donate it. I don't know when I actually sent it because I lost it for a little while and then I found it and then I sent it. And then I got my 2 t-shirts and certificates from children with hair loss. The next cut after that was about 3 months later. And yeah, I just cut it bald again just because. And then 6 months after that, I did the same thing. I just cut it back off bald after letting it grow, just because. Then in August 2020, did the same thing again. So how long was that? September 2019 to August 2020. So that was almost a year that I let it grow. But then yeah, I just cut it bald because I have a love-hate relationship with being bald because it's just so easy. It's not really much you have to do. You just wash it and brush it and oil it. And it's just so easy and low maintenance, especially when you have hair as thick as mine. So then, comes the shaved sides journey. So after that cut in 2020, it wasn't really a straight path, but I had let it grow for a little while. I know I did like a design on the side in October 2020. Yeah, so it wasn't that long, but yeah, in October 2020, I went to a barber and had them cut a design in my hair. It was okay. It wasn't really what I showed, I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt because maybe it was just because my head was shaped differently. Maybe my head was just bigger, but the lines just weren't very, they weren't parallel with each other like they were in the picture that I showed him. After that, I let it grow out a little bit more again. And then I had got another design. It wasn't really like a fancy design like the other one though. It was just like, I had a line here and then another line here going back. And after that, I kind of just use the sides that he cut. Like I used that as a guideline for when I got for when I started cutting the sides off and just letting the middle grow. And yeah, I went to the barber one more time in that time period. And I forgot to say, when I had my hair cut in one of those first times in 2019, I think I had got waves for the first time. So I'll insert a picture of that. But that's, I think, a pretty good thing to mention. Yeah, about 2019, I think I got those waves. And I like the waves themselves. I just didn't like that the barber had, like, give me like a boy. My wrist just cracked. A boy haircut. But it was okay. I lived with it. But yeah, back to 2020, that 2020 haircut. So I had the sides, I had kept the sides shaved after that second cut. And I only went back to the barber one more time after that. And that was, I had twisted the middle part in yarn twists. And then I went to the barber because, I wanted it separated. And then I had him just give me a fade on the sides. But yeah, but other than that, mostly I think I just cut it myself. Up until 2022. So that was, what month was that? June 2022. So that was like almost 2 years what was it, like a year and 9 months or something. I don't feel like doing math. But so yeah, June 2022 was when I moved to start my master's degree. And it was really hot there, I will say. Oh yeah, and I had started my microlocks in February of 2022. And they were going so good. They were going so good. To this day, I still regret cutting that set of locks. But anyway, I went to Louisiana from Baltimore. And it was just so hot. And then also, I just wanted to grow the sides out. So, unfortunately, because I know the un wasn't clear that first time, I just cut everything off. I said, let me just start over since I wanted to grow the sides out. And I let it grow for a good while. It was up until January 2023. So about 6 months I had let it grow. And then I just impulsively decided to cut it bald again. And before that, I had tried the microlocks again right before I cut it. But it's something about doing it with my hair this short. Even now, I'm going to get to that in the end of the video. But I'm going to take these out because I cannot stand doing it when my hair is this short. Well, like I said, we're going to get to that at the end of the video. We're almost there. So, yeah, after January 2023, I let it grow in for a little while. And then probably like 3 or 4 months in, I had cut the sides. I just wanted to interject. I didn't feel like setting up the lighting and everything again. But after that cut in January 2023, I did do a couple things. I had tried to taper the sides into a mohawk when it was really short. So it didn't really look like a mohawk. It just looked like a regular fade. And then I had actually put some braids in the middle and then cut the sides off. So it was like this. I said the middle was a lot shorter. Then after that, I actually tried to taper the middle part into the sides. And that did not go very well, which was why I ended up cutting the back off for the first time. And I did not like that either. And yeah, then I cut the top down eventually to even it out. And then I let it grow out and cut this. I have my notes in my hand because I cut my hair so many times. So yeah, I let it grow for a while up until August 2024. So that was almost, what was that? That was just over a year and a half. A year and 7 months. So yeah, August 2024 was when I had cut it again. So this time when I had the side shaved, I had it like, a little bit higher up. And I didn't hate it. I didn't mind it. But I do like it a lot better when it's lower like this. But, in the time period when it was like that, I just got used to it. That's just what it was. And, yeah, I had let it grow after I shaved the sides. And then in August of 2023, I had decided to start letting the sides grow out. And that was the first time I had completely let my sides grow out. I was proud of myself. So fast forward to the cut in August 2019. Well, at some point before that, probably like a month or less before that, I had, evened everything out. So it was just like a round afro. And then I had decided to cut the sides back off. I should have just stopped there because it was so nice. I had a decent amount of hair. The sides weren't too high. It was looking so good. But then, I'm just so impulsive. I was like, I'm about to say it exactly how I said it in my other video. I was like, I had the back cut once, and I didn't like it, but I wanted to try it again anyway. So I tried it again anyway, and I had the back of my hair cut before, and I didn't like it. But let me try it again anyway. So I tried it again anyway, and I did not like it. So yeah, ended up just cutting it bald again. I didn't intend to do it like as bald as I did because that was the lowest I ever cut my hair. I used the shaving cream and razor to all the way to my skin because I had some box braids in, and I learned the hard way that if you have braids, twists, or whatever in, mostly braids, probably because the braids have more tension, your hair will keep the parts even after you pick it out, wash it, cut it. Your hair is gonna keep the parts for a while. Yeah, so I had cut it, and then I could see like all the boxes on my head. I was like, oh no. I just kept trying to go down, go down, go down, but it wasn't cutting. It just had like the lines, and then first line, and I was like, So I just gave up. I could have just let it grow, just wear hats or whatever, but I said, F it. I used the shaving cream and razor, and I just cut it skin bald. So after that, we're getting close to where we are now in time. I had let it grow out, and then I cut the sides again because that's just my go-to. I don't know. I just love having the sides. I feel like I'm not me without the sides of my haircut. But so yeah, I cut the sides again. When did I cut the sides? Actually don't remember if I did it. Yeah, no, I cut the sides, but I don't remember when. But anyway, sometime after August 2024, probably a couple months after, I had cut the sides again. And, I was letting it grow. I let it grow for almost 8 months. And then fast forward to this year in April, I just cut it bald again. So since then, I've been growing it out. I cut the sides like a month and a half after that cut in April, and I just been keeping it that way. I had the sides cut, and I'm just growing out the middle right now. I was attempting to start microlocks. You see, they would have been okay, but two things. I don't like starting microlocks this short, as history has shown from the other times that I've tried with my hair this short. I never keep it, and I'm pretty sure the reason is because using the latch hook, I just hate it. It's so hard to use the latch hook to retighten my hair. Like when I had my locks in 2022, it was grown like it's like probably like I can't this long, so like I could interlock it with the tool, which was easier because you just stick it, you could feel where you're sticking it. But the interlock thing, the latch hook is, I don't know, for me it's just so hard to use. And that's the only option really when my hair is this short and this thick, because like I have a tiny one of those things, but I don't think my hair would go through it. Like by the time I tried to pull it through, it would slip out of it because my hair is thick and it's short, so I don't think that would work. But long story short, I am going to end up taking these out. I already planned for it. So I was saying I'm going to individually untwist each one, comb it out, and twist it back because they are all interlocked at the roots. So if I tried to just take them out, I would be having half an afro one day, an eighth of an afro one day, 2/8 of an afro the next day, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm just gonna take one out, twist it, one out, twist it until I'm done with my whole head. Did what I said I was going to do. I undid each twist and took out the interlock roots, and this is what it's looking like now. I don't feel like undoing them for real because I do kind of like this. I might just leave them in mini twists for a while, wash them in the mini twists, but yeah, I'm not going to try to interlock it or lock it in any type of way anytime soon. And that's where I am right now. I still want to get my microlocks. I want them bigger than this. So I'm going to wait until, I really said I was going to wait until a year. So April next year, maybe sometime after that. I don't know. But sometime when it's long enough for me to use the hook thing, the interlocking tool, to retie my hair and not have to use the latch hook. But yeah, that's where I am. Sorry for looking down so much. I'm not used to using notes, but in this case I had to, because obviously I cut my hair so many times. And even with having the notes for each time I cut my hair, I didn't put in between the stuff that I had to try to remember, like when I had grown out the sides or when I had cut the back off and all that stuff. But it's okay. Thank you for listening to my hair journey story. I am hoping to not cut my hair impulsively anytime soon. I really want to let it grow for at least 2 or 3 years, because I'm tired of cutting it impulsively. But we'll see. I need to say it. I am not going to cut my hair. I'm not going to cut my hair other than the sides to keep it shaped up. I'm not going to cut the middle of my hair. I am not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, no matter what. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video of me talking about my hair journey up until this point. And I hope to see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.